Hi, everybody. I know it's been a while. Some things have been going on. You guys know I've talked before. There's a lot of us that suffer from depression and anxiety. It's been that time of year. We have the COVID, and we had an outbreak, and it's continuing. You guys know I work in a nursing home. Um, so we had an outbreak there, and with employees and other um, individuals. And just, winter brings people down. They call it seasonal disorder. And, when you suffer from depression, anyways, just, kind of, so I've been just kind of, I haven't been in a dark place or anything per se, thank God, or anything like that. I never really went, like, some people really go into a dark but it's just kind of like one of those things where you kind of go to work and you come home and you go to the grocery store and stuff, but it's like I just don't have the energy to do anything else. I haven't been crafting. I haven't really been doing anything. It's just kind of work, home, work. I mean, I say that anyways on an ordinary day when I feel fine. You pretty much go work, home, but that's pretty much what I've been doing. I watch a little TV and go to bed and maybe read. Because I never give up reading before bed. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much been it. Um, and then a month or so ago, my landlord who I rent from here, yes, I know I need to shave. I was just saying that to my dad yesterday. It's like, it makes me look a lot older. It's like the gray. Um, I lost my train of thought. Um, oh, yeah. About a month ago, my landlord informed me that I had to move because they're selling me and the lady upstairs. Because you guys know this is a Victorian building, but they turned it into two. Use the English term flats because it's one story for each of us. Because he's selling it, and they're turning it into the guy that's buying it isn't going to rent it because I'm thinking like maybe the rent's going to go up, crazy because it's just nuts for rent. So they're decided to rent it to college kids where they can, charge, $3,000 a semester, whatever, make, and get 10 kids in here. Which, anyways, that's business. So yeah, I mean, but at least they gave us to the end of May, so it gave us a few months. But just looking at apartments, it's crazy. $900, $1,000 for a one bedroom. It's just nuts. It's like, yeah. I'm trying to find something like $700 or whatever, because when you don't have one income and stuff, yeah, and those are hard to find because they go so quick. These other ones that want to charge $850, $900 around here are just greedy. I mean, not to be mean, but that's pretty much it because that's because that shouldn't be that high. Um, that's why they kind of sit there. You'll look on Craigslist, and that's why they'll be there forever. And that's why you don't really see any of the lower rents because people stay there forever, and that's kind of like what I want to do. It's like when I rent a place, I kind of stay forever because I make it my home. That's why when I look at a place, I make sure it's safe, it's in a good location, and all that stuff. Like most people. It's not just a place to flop, whether I'm renting or not, it's my home and I treat it as such. I don't go and bang holes. Even when I was 18, when I first moved out, you don't go bang holes in the wall. You don't, whatever, I decorate it and stuff. But anyways, you guys know I had tried for a loan before and I got a loan and I was looking for homes and, the loans only lasted for 3 months and there was nothing. That was during the winter and there was like, well, I mean, it's still technically winter, I guess. It's going to be spring soon. But this was back in what, December, November, December, and they last for 3 months, and I couldn't find anything. There was just nothing on the market. I just redid my loan because I'm like, I'd rather, if I'm gonna have to pay $900, I'd rather get my own house. So that's what I wanted. That's why I came back on today. I'm like, I'm gonna start my videos again, and when I get a new house, if I hopefully I find a house, um, I want to start crafting again and doing friend mail and all that stuff. And, hopefully winter refreshes things and the mind and the soul. And I can, if I find my own space, I can actually spread out and, and just enjoy it and have my stuff. And, it's hard when you have an apartment because you're always like, oh, I need to get rid of this because, how it is when we're collectors and, when you're a crafter, you get all this stuff and you get books and stuff and you're like, oh, I have too many I need to get rid of. When you have your own home, I mean, not that, you don't want to be a hoarder, but you don't have to worry about always like, oh, I need to get rid of stuff because you might have a garage, whatever. You can keep it organized, but, you don't have to worry always about getting rid of, stuff. Um, but yeah, so I got 3 homes I looked at yesterday. There's a couple homes I wanted to put a offer in, but they went like that. They're telling me, the technical term is it's a seller's market. Yeah, and it is. There was one that I fell in love with. It was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, because I told you guys before. I mean, you probably don't remember because it was months ago. The plan is my parents are still young. My dad just turned 65 and retired. My mom is 61 on the 18th. And they're still, young and vibrant and stuff, but the plan probably is later, on, that they'll move in with me, if they choose to, if they ever need to. Because I'm the oldest and, being, the gay thing and stuff like that, even if I ever find a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, it's like, I'm at this age, I just turned 43 last month. So I probably won't have children. I do want to get a dog or 2 if I buy a house. So they'll probably end up moving in with me. Um, you know, um, and take care of them and stuff or whatever. I mean, they might knock on wood, they still take care of themselves, but have company and stuff. So I'm looking for a place, with a bedroom downstairs or up. It just depends on. Um, so yeah, I looked at 3 homes, but yeah, there was one that was perfect. It was like a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, so it would have been nice, And it was on the market for 1 day. We were gonna put an offer in. I called the realtor, like, let's put an offer in, full price, and he was gonna write it up, and he called the realtor the next day, and the one that was, for that house, and he called me, and it was gone already. It was like, oh, it had a garage, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, because what the plan was. I'm like, oh, that would be, because you're thinking in your head, you should never think ahead of time, but it's hard. Because I'm like, oh, I could have my craft room, my bedroom, and then my parents could, because of 4 bedrooms, and I'm like, my parents could have their own bedroom, and then they could have like the other room they could use for like a collecting room or whatever, like a little sitting room, and they could have, their bookcase and their, or a little, their shelves with my dad's collection of like some, he collects like um oh my god, I can't even think, like the metal cars and stuff like that, like some Elvis stuff. He loved Elvis. My mom, she loves the Wizard of Oz and porcelain dolls. So I thought that 4 bedrooms, that would be nice later on, so they could have their own, but it went so fast. So I looked at 3 yesterday too, where like sometimes they look a lot better, bigger in pictures, stuff like that. So 2 I looked at, they're pretty much off the table. The third one, I don't know, but I figured I'd still show you guys. So anyways, sorry for babbling. I just thought I'd update you guys a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna call it like house hunting, and I'll put up the houses we looked at first. House hunting or something like that. I'll call it 1, 2, 3. So you guys can see what I looked at so far. But I'm hoping to, get something else on the market that I really fall in love with, because it's like either that, or I'm gonna have to probably put my stuff in storage and stay with my parents for a little bit, and either hopefully something comes, because I have to be out of here. And you guys know it takes a little bit of time, to, if everything goes fine, to set up the mortgage and all that, whatever they have to do, and do the inspection and all the, the lawyer stuff and all that. So, so I might stay with my parents, because this loan will last 3 months, and hopefully find a place. And then if not, after I stay with my parents, it's like, then I'll just I mean, I'd rather buy, but if I don't find something, I'm not, I'm 40, like I said, just turned 43. So it's like, this is going to be my forever home. I'm not going to be like in 10 years, like, oh, I'm going to go buy another home. So I want to make sure this is something, I'm going to live with. I want to make sure the roof is going to last, like it's not 40 years old now, because I can't afford to move into a place and then have to pay, $5,000-$10,000 to put on a new roof. So I want to make sure it's, good, and that I'm going to be there for the rest of my life, so. Anywho, yeah, so I'm going to put up those videos just so you guys can see. It's kind of, I like House Hunter, so I figured you guys might get a kick out of just seeing what I looked at so far. Okay. Please like, subscribe, and it's been so long, guys know. If you like the videos, whatever. Thanks.